YouTube. What's going on out there, y'all? Y'all ready to be introduced to the real world? You want to know where I'm at, don't you? Yes, I am sleeping on the floor tonight. Welcome to the real world. The real world sucks. This was me about 3 months ago, right? I was sleeping on the floor. And unfortunately, when I do come back to the hood, unfortunately, I still got to sleep on the floor, right? Like I was before. So I know how it is to be ultra poor, right? And I mean ultra poor. I mean, you don't want to have to sleep on the floor like this. Now, I don't got to sleep on the floor no more because, the trucking thing, you know how it is. When you're a truck driver, you make all kinds of money. That's kind of what this video is about to be about, right? But I'm just showing y'all now. I'm just showing y'all. Okay? I know how it was to be ultra broke. You know what changed? You know what changed this situation for me? I was watching YouTube videos. Let me just demonstrate. I was just watching Casanova. Go and pop him up on here.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Casanova.
Take y'all with me right quick. Check out how small the room is, though.
They don't want to talk about the
That's
pros
crazy.
and cons.
Alright, check it out. So I was sleeping on the floor, right?
For those of you,
You know what I'm saying? I was catching them YouTube truckers out there. We got Casanova playing. Hold on.
There are some things that, I need to make quite a few videos like this because there are a lot of things that y'all are not looking at and the sacrifices that you're going to have to make.
Alright, so y'all get the point, right? Hopefully y'all get the point.
A lot of y'all are not thinking.
So y'all know, y'all ain't the only person, or the only people out there watching YouTube videos, okay? I started right here on the floor watching YouTube videos, hey. And I made the change. I went to trucking, and I am 10 times better off than obviously sitting here on the floor, not being a productive citizen, possibly shooting people, killing people, maybe, not really. Hopefully it was a joke, right? Changed my life. Decided to start chasing the cash, right? Yes, I know. It sucks in the real world. But anyways, let's get to the question. We got a question coming straight from YouTube. The question was, wait a minute, hold on. We gotta get to the question. Question is, there is no way he's making $1,000 a week as a new driver. See, I know where he's coming from. It's kind of true, but it's kind of not true. And this is what I'm here for. See, this is what the problem, well, I believe the problem is. The problem is, with this question, people ain't showing their paychecks. I believe if people showed their paychecks, new drivers like me would be much better off. Because, oh man, how can I explain this, okay? Only way I can explain it to you is to just show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me just show you right here. We got my phone right here, right? Now I'm going to kind of screenshot this, but let me show you. I'm going to go to my load assignments, right? Hold on, got to flip the phone over. Okay, yes, I use me as a wallpaper. You like it? All that cash is motivation now. Okay, let me just go to the beginning. So this is the mobile app for night. Go to view loads. These are my loads. Now check out, I'm going to put some screenshots. You're going to see this same picture on there as a screenshot. Let's look at the screenshot now, okay? Now look at that Manteno, Illinois load. It picked up on 9/23. Okay, 9/23, that's when it picked up. Now, take a look, pay attention now. Now, my last load, the load that I'm on right now, is going to Arizona, which is where I'm going. I'm leaving in the morning. I'm only here because I'm doing a 10-hour break at home. Now, this is very important because you got to pay attention now. Now, remember that Manteno load picked up on the 23rd, and this Arizona load is dropping on Wednesday on the 30th. So the range we looking at now, we looking from the 23rd to the 30th. That's 7 days. We want to know how much I'm getting paid this week. Now, all you need to know to calculate this, I get the starting pay up here at Night Transportation is 33 cents a mile, okay? So it's just, you just get a calculator and do basic math. 33 cents times the miles. Okay, look at that Mantino load. That was 473 miles, right? Plus, look at the next load. That load from what was it, London, Kentucky? Look at that load. That was 825 miles. So add that up. Wait a minute, we're not done yet. Now look at my last load. Is 1,934. Okay. Now add that up. Add all three of them numbers up and times it by 33 cents. Now I don't know what it is because I ain't got my calculator right now. I'm shooting this video trying to help y'all out. But it's close to $1,000, right? Now it's between $900 to about $1,000, right? Okay. Now go back to that Mantino load. It was 3 stops on. It was one additional stop on that load. So you got to factor in stop pay. Now the stop pay up here is, I believe it's only $15. Now look at that second load, that Kentucky load, that London, Kentucky load. It was going to Walmart. So you got to factor in detention pay, okay? Now, I can't tell you how much. All I know is detention pay is $12 an hour. But I can't guarantee that I'm going to get paid it yet, okay? What I mean by yet is I haven't got my paycheck, so I can't say that, I'm officially getting the detention pay. But I sat there for like 6 hours, so hopefully I get the detention pay. Now, this Arizona load is also going to Walmart. And I know I'm going to get detention pay at their Walmart. So you got to factor in, if you factor in that stop pay and that detention pay, and then depending on what state you live in, depending on how much taxes they're going to take out. Now, up here at Night Transportation, we on per diem, so it's not taking out the full amount of taxes. I don't know how to calculate per diem, but whatever it is, I'm going to end up with about $900 for this week. About $900 to $1,000 net. Okay, so that's how I calculate it. As a new driver, you see from this week, I'm going to get about $1,000 net. Now, I don't know the exact amount because I haven't got paid yet, but I'm just trying to show you that it's absolutely possible as a new driver. Okay, now I'm just, all I did was click the app just like that, and I'm just showing you this week, okay? Because that's the week we on this week. I'm just trying to show you, okay? Now let me get back to my preview. Make sure the camera's still going. We're trying to get my point across, right? Now, I understand some as a new driver, there are some companies out there. CR England for one. They're starting y'all off. For whatever reason, it's extremely low pay, and people are going there and accepting it. So, I mean, it depends on what company you start with, okay? I started with Night. They started me off with 33 cents. You see the miles I'm getting. That's why I'm making so much money. So, it depends on how much your company is starting you out with and how many miles you're doing. It's just basic math. I mean, it's no secret. There's no secret to it. Okay? And that is what it is. Like I said, in the real world, I'm sleeping on the floor tonight. Finna edit this video, actually. Still smell good. This gonna change my life. We ain't gonna be sleeping on the floor for long. No, we ain't. At least I got Jackson protecting me tonight. I gotta go. Bye-bye. Now, real quick before I put this video out, you need to know now. You need to know, I'm not telling you to quit no job and come tonight. That is not what I'm talking about. I know CN said the same thing, okay? Now, for me, because I haven't seen no one's paycheck at night. I don't know any workers at night. Only person I know is me, my manager, and the person that trained me, and the people I see on YouTube to work at night. That's all I know, okay? I don't know how much anybody else should get paid, but all I can talk about is me, right? Now, what you need to know now, this is important. When I get my check, I have absolutely no deductions coming out. No health insurance, no child support, no type of benefits package, okay? Because that right there will eat up your check. So if you getting your check and you getting like if they taking their health insurance, okay, that's gonna eat up your check. You're not gonna be making what I'm making, okay. So you need to factor that in too, okay. Factor all that in, and like I was saying, like if people would just show they check, hey, this is what you can make at this particular company at this many months in the game, years in the game. It just I haven't seen no one's check. Now I done seen some KLLM drivers checks with referral bonuses on it. I don't want to see no check with referral bonuses. I want to see something realistic. The only realistic checks I see in the KLLM, maybe the drivers are making 1,500. But the thing is, they lease drivers over there. I don't know because I can only go with the checks I seen, over at KLLM. The thing about that is, there is company drivers that's making the same thing that those lease drivers are making. All you gotta do is take the cost per mile and times it by the mile. Forget all that. You just need to see the net amount. That's all that matters. The net amount. Just compare checks with somebody who's willing to show you their check. Just compare the check, and that'll solve everything right there. We just compared the checks, in my opinion, because I want to see the money. You can't motivate me. You can't. Only way I'm gonna believe you is if you show me the money. I want to see the checks, cause I'm in the hood, so you can't fool me. I'm in the hood. It don't get no lower than this. I got to see it. I got to see it. I gotta hold it. I gotta feel it. I gotta know it's real. I gotta know I'm gonna make it. Oh, by the way, I'm putting this in the bank, and we're gonna invest it. Yes, we are gonna invest it. Yes, we invest in the hood. We invest in the hood. We invest in ourselves. Okay, the investment I'm making is to better myself. I'm out. Thanks for watching.